Okay, not sure what is happening here. Good afternoon, Ngozi Talk Shows family. It's Lumsa here at Ngozi Talk Shows. Find your own voice, lead from within. So I'm sorry, guys, I'm very late and I got stuck. Technology. So I don't know what's going on with these channels. So, but I'm here now. So our topic today is unleash your inner confidence, master the art of self-confidence. This is part 2. So for those who didn't, if you didn't watch part 2, part 1, you can go and watch part 1. So part 1, it was all about defining your inner confidence, the importance of self-validation, setting the stage of transformation, what is confidence, types of confidence, the role of self-validation. So you can go back to video 1 and watch the video 1 and identify your inner critique. We all have our inner critiques. So when we want something will this voice in our head, they will say, no, you cannot do that because you are not good enough. So how inner critics can affect our confidence and determine the inner critics, the foundation of confidence. So I've covered all that on the video 1 and how to actually to build the foundation of confidence and self-reflection and self-discovery, embracing your authenticity. So I think that was on Friday. So that was the reason why I had to do the part 2 of confidence, because we didn't do the part of your what's the power. We didn't do the personality, because the confidence comes with the personality, the power of self-image. So we didn't do that. So we are going to do that. So in order for you to be confident, you have to understand the power of what confidence is. What is confidence? Confidence is the belief in your intellectual ability, including making its essential what is confidence? I'm trying to put it in the right way. It's a belief. It's a belief in your intellectual ability, including in order to be confident, we have to be able to understand the power of critical thinking. Is very, very important. Critical thinking is all psychology. Life is psychology. And we have to understand the power of problem solving. We have to understand the power of decision making. And in order for you to succeed and building that confidence, because when we do critical thinking, when our mind takes us into where we don't want to be, so we have to think, like, is this where I want my mind to go? And when we do that, we build we create confidence, and which is we are willing to take risk. So when you are aware of the power of critical thinking, that means you are able to take risk when it comes to life. You are able to think like an artist. An artist, when an artist writes a song, or when they're writing a film, or it could be an artist that is like a painter painting. So what they do is they think about the story. Writing a song, I have to think about the story, the age of a group. I want people to listen to this song. What's the age group? Is it people younger generation, or is it mixed, or is it somebody who has had broken heart in their family or in their lives, or is it somebody who has had a rejection in their lives, or is it like a gospel song, or somebody who has had an encounter with God, or is it the song come from a Bible scripture, or what motivates you behind that song? So everybody, when an artist writes a song, they think about the audience. Before they even produce the song, they think about the audience they are writing a song to. And after, when they think about that, they think about, now they have to think about the video. How is the video going to look like? So they have to imagine, and then go, and like when they're communicating with the person that is going to take that video, or they're talking to a producer, the producer need to understand the vision behind the song, and it needs to understand the end in mind behind that song. So it is important to think, to use your critical thinking when you go through challenges in life in order to build confidence. If your mind, your thoughts start taking you to somewhere else where you don't want to be, the thoughts that it holds you back. So you need to shift your mindset straight away and understand that it's not, let your mind know that this is not where you need to be. And you can actually control your mind, control your thoughts, let your thoughts know that's not where you need to be. Once you let your thoughts know where you need to go, where you want to be, then you'll be able to actually, you will be able to design your life how you want. You'll be able to build confidence. A writer, when a writer is writing a book, so you have to think your imagination, you have to use your imagination if you want to build confidence, because there are some people that, like, if you don't think like an artist, how are you able to design your life? So you have to be creative. That's how the mind works. Mind works with the creativity. So if you are somebody who is working with a mind who is negative, so that means that your confidence is not going to be where it needs to be, because if you're not a positive person, so positive comes with the creativity. So you need to think. And when we think like an artist, when we think like a designer, when we think like an architect, that's why I always say men are architect, because a man has to have a vision. A man has to have a vision for his family. So if you think like an architect, it means is you're creating your skills for effective communication and conflict resolution, so you can build your confidence. And also, I spoke about the different people that come into our lives. Our environment is very, very important. Who is in our environment is very, very important. There are some people who enter our lives completely to destroy us. There are some people who enter our lives to build us, to help us grow, to help us become who God has created us to be. But there are some people who just turn up into our lives to crush our lives. Because in life, every path that we take, there's a reason behind it. So it's very, very important, if you are building your confidence, to understand that using critical thinking is very, very, very important. Like, let's say if you're building confidence, and then surrounded by people who are evil. There are people who are really, really evil in this world. So if we are surrounded by evil people, do you actually think that we are going to build, you'll be able to build that confidence? You wouldn't be able to build the confidence if you're not strong enough. So it's very, very important to actually to be able to understand the power of critical thinking, and also spiritual confidence is all related to your beliefs, your spiritual or your philosophical beliefs and values. And it's very, very important to understand all those things when you walk through the path. There are some people who might say you have confidence in public speaking, or maybe you don't have confidence in playing an instrument in public, but you can speak. Like myself, I don't mind speaking in public, but there are some things, like if you were to give me an instrument with 1,000 people, I wouldn't be confident to actually play that instrument because I need to feel confidence. So it's all that the power of critical thinking is all comes together, is all psychology. Everything we do, like Tony Robbins says, 99% that we do in life in this world is all psychology. And also you have to understand the power of self-image. The power of self-image lies in its ability to shape your thoughts. That's the magic power of self-image. Your beliefs, your behavior, and ultimately our outcomes in life, how we see ourselves, how we, the story that we tell ourselves, and about who we are can have a really, really big, profound impact on our confidence, on our motivation and overall success. If we don't believe that the person that we want to be, if we don't believe in that person, so how can we succeed in life? So it's very, very, very important to look at the stories that we tell ourselves, the stories that people tell us, the people that we are surrounded, who are we surrounded with in our environment. So it's very, very, very important when you are surrounded by people, or the foundation of your life is very, very, very important, is the critical component of how you are able to move forward and gracefully when it comes to life. So it's very, very important to understand that when we have a positive image, we tend to have a higher self-esteem and believe in our abilities. We believe in ourselves because if we believe that, we can tend to greater resilience and the willingness to take a risk and the ability to bounce back from setback. It can also influence how we interact with others. Positive self-image can enhance in our relationship, how we interact with the positivity and take opportunities that comes our way. If we feel confidence, we feel we can be anything and we can do anything in this world. So it's very, very important. And also when we are feeling good, it's also important. The other thing that people don't do is celebrating yourself, celebrating the little success that we have in our lives. We intend to create goals. When we create goals, we want to achieve. It's always about achieving. It's always about achieving, not stopping to acknowledge the winnings that we have. You know, when you do that, take a step. When you take one step, in order for you to take a second step, you need to acknowledge the step that you've taken. So if you do not acknowledge the first step that you take, so how are you able to celebrate the second step if the first step you cannot acknowledge it? So it's very, very, very important when if we want to achieve what we want to achieve in life, confidence-wise, we want to work on our relationship, making sure that we are happy, our careers and everything. Creating skills, working on our skills is very, very important to acknowledge every step. If let's say I want to improve my skills at work, every step that I take, I need to acknowledge it. I need to acknowledge that me making that decision, I have to celebrate it. I have to celebrate me taking action. But if I'm not able to celebrate that small thing, will I be able to celebrate the big thing? No, you wouldn't. So it's very, very, very important to make sure that in order to build confidence, building self-image is very, very important to work on our want, work on our desires, what we desire in life, and understand that negative self-image can hold us back in life. It can lead to feelings of self-doubt, fear. Fear is not welcome in my heart. So there's this song that we sing in the choir that says, fear is not welcome in my heart. I'm casting it out by the power in your name. So to me, fear is not welcome. What is welcome is me, even if inside of me, I feel that fear. So I have to keep going and do what I do, so I can be the person that I want to be. And if you let fear take over, it can create self-imposed limitation, prevent us from pursuing our goals and dreams, our aspirations. Everyone has dreams they want to achieve. So you have to ask yourself, what is your dreams? What do you want to achieve in life while you're on earth? No one wants to be nothing. If you can just sit down, ask yourself, what do you want to achieve in life? When you're on earth, what would you like to achieve? I have so many things that I want to achieve in life, but I cannot achieve them with fear. I need to get rid of fear in order for me to achieve the life that I want, in order for me to become the person that I want to become. So the question is, if you want to achieve your goals, your dreams, aspirations, in order for you to feel confident, in order for you to put yourself out there, get out of your comfort zone, what do you need to do in order to get there? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. What do I need to do if you are surrounded by feeling sorry club, but your desire is to succeed? So how will you be able to succeed in life if you are surrounded by people who are negative and you want to achieve, you want to be great in life? Will you be great? So the answer is no. You wouldn't be great. So it's very, very, very important to actually be authentic and honest. When you're honest with yourself, you'll be able to wear your authentic coat. Authentic coat is I'm unapologetic. I'm living my life. And I don't give a F word with what everybody thinks. Because 99% in this world, people's confidence is being destroyed by other people, the people that they trust, the people that they love, they enter their lives and they just say something, one words that destroys somebody's life. So for me, I have to be surrounded. I have to choose my environment. I have to choose who enters my life. I have that choice. I'm not saying I'm very picky. I'm not saying people are not good enough. All I'm saying is I don't do drama. If I want to be confident, drama takes away the confidence. It takes away your confidence if you are surrounded by people who likes to gossip, people who likes drama. So how are you able to move forward with your life if you want to build your confidence? So for me, I have principles in place. Like I said before, if you go and watch part 1, I have principles that I have put in place. And those principles, if anyone enters my life, I have to ask myself, what I really desire from that person. Is this person good? Their character, is their character good enough for them to hang out with me? Because if you look at it, Jesus himself, I mentioned this last week on Friday, that Jesus himself, he has principles that he has created in place, which is he's our Father in heaven. If you were to go to his throne of grace, and in order for the heaven to open, you have to live by his principles in order for him to open the heavens for you. And that's why some people, they say they are Christian, they are confident, but not so confident because they surround themselves with people that enter their lives and they take advantage of them. But they say, oh, you know what, I'm a Christian, I believe in God. And, but when you actually read the Bible does not allow you letting people enter your life and taking advantage of you just because you are a Christian. So as a Christian, you have to have principles. You have to know your principles that you live by. And of course, there are some people who enter our lives and we don't know their agenda. And when they do enter our lives, then we have to listen to our instincts. It's always right. Our intuition is always right. Whatever we believe, as long as we are not those people that are very judgmental. So I am not talking about the judgmental club. I'm not talking about people that just judge people for no reason. I'm talking about people that they just want to build confidence. They want to help people at the same time. So if you are somebody who wants to build confidence and you want to live your life and build a good life, so you have to have principles in place. You have to understand the power of creating your self-image, as there's a self-image that can hold us back. So we don't want to create the self-image. We don't want to have a relationship with the self-image that is going to hold us back. We want a self-image that can help us to cultivate positive and empowering. We want the empowering one. So in that way, so we can tap into our full potential. So when you are embracing new changes, if you say, okay, this is the you, this is the Nomsa, authentic Nomsa that has always been there, and I'm going to create a life that aligns with my inspiration. And what is it going to take for me to do that? It would take self-awareness, practice, and commitment to self-care. And also the magic power of self-image is in its ability to transform our lives for the better. So we have to understand how we want to transfer our lives, what it takes for us to get there, what are the tools that are required for you to get there, to live the life that you want. So we need to understand the path where we are going. We need to understand the tools of self-confidence. We need to understand the power of self-care, putting you first. If you have children and you are parents that, you know what, my children come first, that means you are a parent that really needs to you need to work on your confidence, because if you're a parent that my children come first, that means you don't understand the power of living. The power of living is, in order for me to look after my children, I have to come first. I'm not saying my children come second. They're not coming second at all. They're standing on my side. I need to make sure that I am okay. I'm okay. I know, sir, I'm okay. I need to make sure that I'm okay. If I'm okay, anything that is besides me is going to be okay. But if I say, okay, my children come first, so number one, I'll start neglecting myself. I'll start neglecting. It's a belief. So if I just say, okay, my children come first, so what do you think that will do? Everything that I do, I'll always be the second person. And that second person, it means that I cannot look after my children if I'm in the second person all the time. So I have to put me first. I have to understand the power, the power of valuing life. Life is a blessing. Beautiful, beautiful blessing. Life gives us life. Confidence gives us life. When we are confident, we are able to do anything that we want to do. We are able to make deals. We are able to help our clients. We are able to educate ourselves with skills. We're able to do the things that we love to do. Without confidence, it means we're going into the feeling sorry club, where we feel sorry for ourselves for no reason, but because we are not confident enough. And the personality, self-image and confidence, it comes with the personality. So it's very, very important to understand that the power of personality lies in the ability of how we perceive ourselves and others perceives us. So it's very, very important to understand that personality is a unique combination of our traits. So it all comes with confidence. It all comes with our behavior. It all comes with our character. That defines who we are. There are some people that when you actually you go on Facebook, you don't have to work out who they are, what they do. You just connect with them beautifully, because they are like, you know what, they know who they are. So it's very, very important to work on your personality, your character, your image, so you can navigate the world in the world in a better way. and what are the key aspects of working on your personality. And first, you need to understand that the power of influence. People are drawn to individuals who has charismatic, who has confidence, people who are authentic. Even no matter how confident you are, like myself, I can tell you, no matter how confident you are, but if you are not authentic, I don't want to hang out with you. I want to hang out with people who are authentic, people that who have an amazing character, who have a character, unapologetic when they introduce themselves to me. They let me know, Nomsa, this is me, this is what I do for work. And if they want to hang out with me, they hang out with me, and they let me know when somebody is authentic. When you meet them, they will let you know how they want you to treat them. It's like when you meet a man or you meet a woman for the first time, if they're single and you want to date them, you're like, this girl, she's beautiful, or this man is so handsome, I would like to go on a date with this man one day, or I like to go on a date with this woman one day. And when you do go on a date, and then now you have to present yourself. If you present yourself as a person trying to fit in, and that person, they really like you, and then they start dating you, it means in 5 months later or 6 months later, the real you will show up. And when the real you shows up, and the guy will be confused, because this is not the person that I've met. So when that happens, then that means the relationship is destroyed. So all you have to do is be authentic. Regardless of whatever, whoever you meet, be authentic. In God's eyes, we are all equal. Rich or no rich, we are all equal. So presenting yourself unapologetic as the person you are and who you think in the future is going to be. So you just present yourself to people, and at the end of the day, and also understanding the power of communication and warm, friendly approach of personality can foster a positive relationship, whether with the intimacy relationship, or it can open opportunities for you to collaborate with other people, and also listening skills are very important, and it can help you to connect with other people in a deeper level. Adaptability. So you need to be able to be somebody who is easy to adapt. It's like I always say, you don't have to be pretending to be something you're not, but you need to adapt in like as a business person. When you're doing like a business events, quickly you have to adapt. And the role of adapt personality, it helps you to navigate change, and it helps you to be able to approach obstacles that are presented to you with the resilience and find motivation solution in your life. So if you're somebody who doesn't understand the power of adaptation, or to how to adaptability, so you need to work on that adaptability. And also personal growth is very important for us to grow. And when we are living this world that we are living in, we have to understand this, our strength. We have to understand our weaknesses. We have to understand our preferences in life. We can work on our self-improvement if it's needed, and cultivate traits that align with our values and our goals, that align with our personality as well. The mindset is the critical component on everything you want to achieve in life. And then the other one is positive impact. It's very, very important to work on your positive impact, to understand the power of personality. It goes beyond the power of personality. And you have to have traits of kindness, empathy, integrity. We can make, when you have all those traits, then you can live a life and uplift others, those around us as well, create a ripple effect of positive. So it's very, very important to understand the power of personality, and also increase yourself to confidence. And when you increase yourself to confidence, understand that building a positive self-image is very, very, very important. Self-image, it means you have to be authentic. Everything you do in life, you have to be authentic, unapologetic. There are some people that say, I want to be confident, but they cannot overcome fear of leaving fake friends, creating new friends. They don't want to do that because they don't want people to judge them. They don't want to be following the good side. If you are somebody who is confident, somebody who is authentic, somebody who loves life. We live once in this world, we don't live, we don't get a second chance. We only get a second chance when we die and God decides your assignment is not finished on earth, and then he sends you back on earth. It means when you come back from the dead. Some people do. There are some people that in hospital, the doctors pronounce them dead, and then they come back. And the doctors will be like, I'm confused. I don't know how this person came back. So it's very, very important to be authentic. Really, really, really authentic and unapologetic. There are some people who are doing this self-confidence in the wrong way, where they hurt people. So we don't want to do that. We want to serve with grace. We want to save and give people hope, those who have lost hope in their voices. We want them to know that they still have a voice, they can still come back, they can still create their own lives, they can still become who they want to become if they decide to go for what they want. So we want to boost the confidence of ours and also be a good role model to others as well is very, very, very important. And also I have touched the practical things, and it also is very, very important to deal with self-doubt. And self-doubt is a big problem. So you can rewrite your own story, however your life has been. If you say, no, sir, you don't understand what I've been through, I do understand. I used to, when I'm doing things, I used to, in this world, there's too much noise. And I've learned something in the hard way, that where there is too much noise, there's no success. So if there is too much noise where you are, cut the noise. By cutting the noise, it means I understand my values, I understand my beliefs, I understand my principles. I am putting principles in place to design my own life. I have carefully looked at my self-image. I understand who I am as a person, and I understand the path that I want to take as this person, and I'm not going to be caught up in any drama or gossip or anything, or hang out with people who are judgmental. If somebody is judgmental, it's not your story to hang around. They can be judgmental. Sometimes I meet people myself who are judgmental, but before I move on from them, I want to leave them knowing who I am as a person, just by putting them straight. Not by putting somebody straight, is not trying to convince somebody, not trying to do anything. It's just standing by your principles, standing by your beliefs, your values, and your world. Everyone has a world that they know that my world needs to look like this. And if your world needs to look like this, who enters that world? So the people that enters your world, they might not be the right people, but are you confident enough to move away from those people? Because we may say, there are some people who say, I'm a Christian, I can't really turn my back. We're not turning our back on people. There are some people we meet in life for a reason. We cross paths with them because we have to learn something. But if we don't learn something, and so what am I like? Let's say if I meet somebody who likes to gossip. I was telling my brother off the other day, and he likes to gossip so much, really, really, really gossip so much in a way that he's just, I was like, he just likes to gossip. Something happened, and something happened, and then I asked him to contact somebody to do something, and he came back to me and said, I'm not gonna contact this person. I know this person, they are just somebody who is nobody. There's nothing they can help me with. They can't help me with anything, because they can, even themselves, they have nothing. So I've learned something from my brother as well, not to look people down. So I was like, that's really? And he was like, yeah, he's not going to help me with anything. And I was like, are you being serious? And this person is actually helping people with training to come to the UK. I don't need to come to the UK. I got online and I did the training, testing it with certificate. I downloaded my certificate. I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, so I had to tell him off and say, listen, he like to gossip too much. My baby brother is one of those guys who just sits there, and they know the whole, like the area where they live, they know everybody's business. So I was telling him off and saying, don't get involved in these gossip things and stuff, but he's not going to listen to me anyway. So if you are surrounded by people like that, there's no way you'll be able to build the confidence, because when you build the confidence, they will crush it. So it's very, very important to look at Jesus's character, who he is as a person. God is a person, and his commandment that he has, he says, he declares himself as the God of Almighty. There is no other like him. He actually God sent the angels to bless Mary, Angel Gabriel, to bless Mary with the child, which is Jesus, our Father in heaven, and our God as well. And when Jesus was born, he died. When he died for us, the earth was created. The universe is God. God is the earth. So he declared himself, Jesus, as there is no other. So that means he can never ever compare his life with somebody else. He says, I am the first. I am the beginning, the first, and the last. So if he says that, he's the beginning, he is the first, he's the last. Okay, and then he says, you want to enter my kingdom? This is the character that I expect of you. Unapologetic. There are no negotiations. he does not negotiate. You want to enter my kingdom, you sin, you die. Sin, the consequences of sin is death. That's why he says, okay. And here's me, I'm trying to build my confidence. And I'm listening to too much noise, the gossip, you name it. I'm listening to it, the noise. So do you think I'm able to? God does not listen to gossip. He knows the gossipers before they even gossip, but he doesn't even judge them either. He loves them as his own children. He loves them in the hopes that one day they will turn their lives on him. They will turn and come to him. So he has that hope. So I think we should have that hope that, you know what, at this moment, I cannot change this person, but I'm going to keep walking the path where God, because when God is calling you, when God says, this is your path, this is your destiny. If your destiny, you're meant to impact the world, millions and millions of people, but there's somebody who's pulling you and saying no. So that means you just have to understand the power of critical thinking. Think fast, your mind and your mindset, shift your mindset and work on your confidence, work on your image. Don't be a follower. Go on social media, somebody posted something and you become that. Or you look at somebody's wearing a dress, you go and buy that dress. Create your own image, be authentic, and create your own style as well. People need to know who you are, your style. So create that style based on your character, based on the person who you want to become, and be authentic. If people are judging you, it doesn't matter. To be honest with you, I have stopped 10 years ago worrying about people, because you do the right thing, people always have something to say negative. And you do if you keep going, they'll come back. Those who are negative, they'll come back and say, no, sir, I believed in you. I always believed in you. In my heart, I'm like a crap. You never believed in me. You never believe that I will become the person that I am. So that's why it's important to do not worry about people. Don't give them attitude. Your character has to align with who you want to become. Your image has to align with who you want to become. If you want to build your confidence, that means stay away from gossip, stay away from people who are judgmental. Pray for them, but move on. Because we are here on earth for an assignment. And that assignment is for you to achieve that confidence so that you can fulfill your purpose on earth. And those people that don't believe in you, they'll follow you. Trust me, they'll always come and tell you that I always believed in you, but they don't actually. They didn't believe in you, or some of them, they'll be jealous. And don't worry about people who are jealous. If somebody is jealous, go and create a video. If you feel that somebody is jealous, go create a video to help them out. They'll find it and they'll watch it. Or if you want to do lives, or simple, your character has to represent the person that you want to become. And yes, there's gonna be people that will be jealous. There's gonna be people that are not going to believe in you. But it's very, very important to understand that when you create that image, is all about life. So surround yourself with people who support you, or who inspire you to take action, and know the power of overcoming self-doubt. Have a roadmap where you need to be to break free from the shackles of self-doubt and create a life filled with confidence. And never compare your life with somebody else. Never compare the car you drive with somebody else. Never compare your problems with somebody else. Never compare your spouse with somebody else's spouse. Your relationship, never compare. Comparison is a thief of joy. If I'm walking the path of problems at that moment, I need to understand that God has put me in that path for a reason. And the only way for me is to fight my battles and ask for support, for people to support me. Some people may not want to support me, but that's okay. But what is important is knowing what you want to achieve in life, knowing how it feels when you achieve that confidence that you desire in life, and also take one step at a time. Don't want to achieve loads of confidence. I have been into personal development since 2008 or 2007, I can't remember. But the journey has been a very, very beautiful journey. I'm growing every single day, and I'm learning things every single day. Some days I fall, that's okay. I'm taking every step, baby step. I didn't just wake up one day and said, I'm gonna do this, and I just did it all, just step by step. It's okay for some days to feel like, you know what, I don't think I can do this. It's okay. Don't judge yourself, or don't even think that you're not good enough, because you are good enough. You are good enough to make a decision. You are good enough to create that confidence and find your purpose. Finding your purpose, know who you are, know where you want to be, know your assignment on earth. What assignment did God put you on here? Why are you on earth? Once you understand why you are here, what's your talent? If you don't know your talent, you can ask God himself. Money first. If you money first, you might get a little bit of who you are. But if you ask him himself, you get it all. You get to understand the person that you are and the person that you want to become. I ask God, myself, I ask God, and I say, God, show me, who am I supposed to be? There's a prayer that I use. The Raw Power of God is by Dr. Olukoya. You can find it on YouTube. Is a very, very simple prayer. I say it over and over. I used to manifest, but I realized when I manifest, I achieve this little much. So now I don't. I just call himself. I call God himself. Raw power of God, fall upon me now. The reason why we left behind is because, or the reason why we don't achieve the things that we want to achieve is because we don't have the abilities to understand the power of God. So for me, once my pastor told me secret, I heard Dr. Olukoya talking online. No power, you don't have power. That's why your life is full of this, full of that. I was like, okay, my Father in the Lord, I'm listening. And then I go to church. He tells me again that he wasn't speaking to me directly, but he was preaching. And I was like, okay, let me find out what is this power that everybody is talking about. If you do that prayer, you won't be disappointed, because he will come and show you the reason why your confidence is not where it should be, and the reason why your life is where it is. If life is full of problems, I can tell you that I have had problems in my life where I just wonder, is they gonna end? So then when I heard my pastor like teaching, then I was like, let me just say raw power of God. I say raw power of God to fall upon me now. raw power of God fall upon me now. And fall upon me now. And raw power from on high fall upon me now. And the angel, of course, can't forget Angel Gabriel. Angel Gabriel, fall upon me now. Angel Gabriel is the angel that delivered the news about the birth of Jesus, Mary's pregnancy with Jesus. And so that is God's angel. So when things get tough, I call upon Gabriel and fall upon me now. Answer, go into every altar that is destroying me. Answer that altar. So when I do that, I have to stay focused. You know, when you are meditating, so I have to stay focused. My mind has to be really, really clear. I did that for a very long time, I think for 3 months. And after 3 months, he revealed the secret that was creating problems to me. He was like, one of them was the slavery is finished in the physically, but in the spirit it exists. So I needed to cut the cord of that slavery, because there are some energy that says for Black people there is how far you can go, and for me, I didn't know that the slavery still exists in the spiritual. So I had to cut that. So I got mad first, really, really went mad with ancestors. I got angry. And when I got angry, that's when I found my breakthrough, because the enemy does not understand the friendly voice. The enemy understand the violence. So I got really, really angry, and I was like, if my ancestors have suffered pain, why do I have to suffer that pain? So I had to use the blood of Jesus. It went mad. When you go mad, you don't go mad, you just go mad. You have to use the tools. So I had the tools to use, and then I went mad. And then after, when I went mad and I kept praying, and then he revealed to me. So now I'm in the process where he just keeps revealing some things. He keeps revealing things to me. When I call upon him, I say, raw power of God to fall upon me now. He will reveal things. Some things makes me uncomfortable, but because I ask for the truth, and I have to face that truth. And facing the truth, it means I've got to work on myself. And if there are some people that I need to leave behind in order for me to achieve the things that I want, I have to do it unapologetic. So I do that. I don't have time for no drama. No drama. I don't have time for no drama. I hand over. If somebody is messed up, their mind is messed up, and if I need to achieve something and they come as a distraction, I have to pray to God and say, God, listen, I need you right now. I need you to help this person with what they are going through, because I don't want the destruction in my life. And also I say to God, if they are meant to be in my life, and do something that they find the breakthrough so they stay in my life. But if they're not meant to be in my life, and do something that will shake them to move on. So that's all I do. So you can find your own way based on your beliefs to actually work on this confidence so you can be where you need to be. It's very, very, very important to work on yourself. And when you work on yourself, don't worry about what people think or what people say, or if you're not good enough. You are good enough anyway. So if you were not good enough, God will not have put you on earth. So we put on earth because we have an assignment. So if you choose not to take on that assignment or work on yourself, life is a choice. So I'm going to have to go, guys. And also, please, when you're praying, remember Carol Ann Cooper. She is still in hospital and she's getting better. Sometimes I see her trying to get up and stuff, but she's trying to I know God is with her as well. So just keep putting her in prayers, and for God to bless her with the healing is very, very important. So it's something, she's been in a hospital for 3 weeks now, and she's not been on the show for 3 weeks. No, 4 weeks actually. She was meant to go on a holiday, and she ended up not going on that holiday. She ended up in a hospital. So please put her in prayers, and I just miss her so much, because she plays a big part at Ngozi Talk Shows. She was somebody who dedicated her life to be with me, and she made that choice, and she's just a good person. So please do pray for her, and for God to bless her with blessings. And don't forget to ask on her behalf, Angel of Gabriel, to go into her foundation and bless her the same way that he blessed Mary. God bless. And please go to my website as well. If you're looking for love, if you're single, you can go to my website. And if you're looking to find your own voice, go to the website, and there's a part where you can register for coaching and just get in touch. And for relationship, there's a different form where you can register. God bless. Live with grace.